Welcome to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with Rebecca Hall Gruyter. In our program each week, we provide the tools, ideas, and encouragement to help you move ahead on your journey, becoming a more powerful and impactful woman in your own life. Now here's your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter.
Welcome, everyone. I hope you're having an amazing day. I'm so honored to have you tuning in and spending some time with us. Such an honor and a privilege. And today, we're going to be focused on empowering you. All capital letters Y-O-U. So this show is about you, and we have some amazing experts that are coming aboard today to support us in empowering you. And we feel like by doing that, we're helping transform lives, heart by heart, life by life. And something really special about the experts that are joining us today is all of us have come together to create a book that we're going to be releasing on December 4th called Empowering You, Transforming Lives. And the focus of the show, the focus of this book is to really help you on a daily basis to stop, pause, and listen. And with that breath, that pause, make choices that will empower you on a day-to-day basis to live on purpose and with great purpose. So the book that we're going to be talking about is called Empowering You, Transforming Lives. I want everyone to write down this date, December 4th. That's when it's going to be released. And the reason that date is so special is when we release it, we're going to be offering it for a special $1 rate for the first 24 to 72 hours. And I want everyone who this pulls at their heart to have the opportunity to lean in and take advantage of that special rate. So again, mark that on your calendar, December 4th. I encourage you to lean into the conversation because I know there is something here for you by the very nature that you tuned in. There is something to serve you, uplift you, and empower you today. And I want you to be able to receive everything that is here for you today. So to do that, let's take a moment and stop, pause, take a breath. In through your nose, out through your mouth, like through a straw. Great. Feels good to get that oxygen in. Take another breath. Wonderful. Those of you who are driving, please stay safe. Keep both hands on the wheel. No texting and driving. Those of you who are able to, I invite you to put both feet on the floor. Whether you're driving or you're not driving, you're able to put both feet on the floor. Inwardly tune in. Make the choice to be present, to receive everything that is here for you today. Take a breath. Breathe that in. Beautiful. Have your feet on the floor, kind of grounding you, bringing you present. Put one hand on your heart, one hand on your head, bringing you all in mind, body, soul, and spirit. Take a breath. And this kind of breathing in through the nose, expanding your belly, seeing how big you can make it, and then out through your mouth like through a straw, helps bring you present, brings oxygen to every cell in your body, and helps you lower your cortisol levels, your stress levels. So this is an activity you can actually take with you and incorporate into your life every day, especially when you're feeling pulled a lot of directions. And that can happen sometimes during the holiday season. So I encourage you to take these breaths, become fully present. And those of you who are able to, close your eyes. Keep breathing. You're absolutely safe. And in this space, what is it that you need today? What is it that will uplift, encourage, and empower you? What do you need? And are willing to receive because you have choice. So what is it that you need and are willing to receive? And this can come sometimes in a form of a picture, a vision, a memory, a sound, a scent, all of our senses. What is it that you need and are willing to receive to empower you, encourage you, uplift you. Receive that information. Take another breath, come back into the room. Wonderful. Eyes open, fully present. And I want you to take a moment and write down what was laid upon your heart. What is it that you need today, real time, and are willing to receive? It's so easy to get distracted, to forget, and sometimes miss the answer that's right in front of us because we forgot to look or receive it. We started looking in another direction. So I encourage you today, be fully present and open. Here's the extra credit bonus opportunity. Be open to the form that need may be met. Be unattached to how. In fact, be looking with excitement of the creative way that need will be met that you never would have thought of before, and be willing to receive that amazing gift. Let's breathe that in. Wonderful. We're going to go around our virtual room here and talk with our experts, or get to meet from the heart and see what was laid on their heart when we stopped and paused and took a moment to listen and receive. So going around the room, Mark, I would love for you to share with us what was laid upon your heart.
What was laid upon my heart during the moment was express your gratitude while you seek your peace, and you will receive your joy.
Beautiful. Repeat that one more time.
Express your gratitude while you seek your peace, and you will receive your joy.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing. I love that. Denise, what was laid on your heart?
You know, Rebecca, while you were talking, it immediately came to me, and it's all about the fact that we are all connected. And you say this, it's the heart-to-heart connection, and that's what we have no matter how far someone is from you, no matter if you know them or not. We are all connected, and from this connection, it's important to remember the love that we emanate to ourselves and out to others.
Beautiful. I appreciate that connection and that love that we, and I like how you said that we give to ourselves and to others. Really important. Thank you for sharing. I'm making a note. Beautiful. So listeners, that's a tip. If you feel led to make notes as we go along, please feel free to do so. We have room and space and time for that. Wonderful. And sometimes what's powerful about taking notes is it gets it out of you and out to where you can see it and interact with it too. So beautiful. Thank you for that beautiful share. And I could feel the connection as you were sharing it, Denise. Really nice. Kathleen, what was laid on your heart?
A reminder that each of us are a gift of love and joy waiting to be given. And out of that reminder, I saw a picture of an extension of light and love coming from my heart, extended out all the way around me. And so the message to me was to consciously remember today to do that, because as I give, I receive also.
Beautiful. That each of us are a gift of love and joy waiting to be given. So I love that that we are a gift in of itself, waiting to be unwrapped and given and received. And thank you for sharing that vision and sharing out, extending out love in such a powerful way. Thank you, Kathleen. Beautiful. Listeners, how about you? What was laid on your heart? What was prompted as we went around the room and shared, maybe added another piece to what was being laid on your heart? Because as Denise is saying, and I'm hearing throughout the shares today, we are connected. It's not an accident that we're tuning in, that we are connecting heart by heart, life by life today. And so in that space, as we get ready to go to a commercial break, I want to invite you to stay connected, to use these 2 minutes to stop, pause, breathe, and integrate. Really listen to what your heart is sharing with you. The wisdom, the love, the connection, the support. Resist the urge to go cross things off the to-do list, to disconnect and get distracted. Really give yourself those 2 minutes to integrate what is being spoken into your heart, into your spirit. We're going to have moments throughout the show to support you in that way. So as we go to our first commercial break, enjoy these 2 minutes. Keep thinking and reflecting on what is of service to you to empower you to live on purpose and with purpose. And we'll continue the conversation when we come back. Enjoy these 2 minutes.
Be sure to friend us on Facebook. You can do it right now. Visit facebook.com/Voice America or search for us at keyword Voice America.
Announcing a powerful new TV channel featuring programs designed to enhance and transform your life. Make powerful connections, one program at a time. And by doing so, we can bring transformation to the world. Tune in each week to Empowered Connections TV as we add new programs to help you make empowered connections of your own. Visit empoweredconnectionstv.com. That's empoweredconnectionstv.com. And make the most of an incredible life transformation.
Get Unchained. Tune in every Monday for Jane Unchained on the Voice America Influencers channel, featuring nationally recognized best-selling author, TV journalist, and social media influencer Jane Velez Mitchell. This program takes you inside a trending lifestyle that's the next wave of human evolution. It all starts on your plate. If you want to revolutionize your life, get happier, more energized, then discover the secret. Tune in to Jane Unchained Mondays at 10 a.m. Pacific Time and 1 p.m. Eastern Time on the Voice America Influencers channel.
Rebecca Hall Gruyter's Speaker Talent Search is looking for speakers wanting to get on more stages. With just one audition, you could open the doors to hundreds of speaking opportunities, reach more people, and expand your impact. Finalists get to audition live in front of leaders looking to fill all kinds of speaking opportunities. Apply now at speakertalentsearch.com. That's speakertalentsearch.com. We look forward to hearing your message.
Have you had a chance to check out Voice America's online magazine and blog? If you love our hosts and shows, check out articles that give an even deeper perspective, plus topics about health and fitness, movie reviews, philosophy, business tips and tactics, spirituality, positive thought, current events, and even more about your favorite host. It's just a click away at blog.voiceamerica.com. That's blog.voiceamerica.com. The Voice America Press Blog. All access, all the time. This is the Voice America Influencers channel. Be inspired.
You're listening to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter. If you have a question or comment for Rebecca or her guest, we'd love to hear from you. Please call into the program at 1-866-472-5795. That's 1-866-472-5795. You may also send an email to Rebecca at yourpurposedrivenpractice.com. Now back to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed those 2 minutes, that you really gave yourself the gift of pausing, breathing, and integrating what is being spoken into your heart and your spirit. I have found that when I've built that into my life, it's helped me stay focused, on purpose, calm, and gives me clarity even when there can be a storm brewing sometimes, or I can feel things swirling around me. When I take 1 minute and I stop, pause, breathe, and give myself that breath, I can then choose in the next minute with the next breath who I'm going to be and how I'm going to be as I step forward. So I'm going to invite you, and that's part of the reason we build in those moments throughout the show to support you and give you a moment to stop, pause, breathe, and integrate. Instead of adding a bunch of endless things to your to-do list, you're actually going to start incorporating them into your heart and spirit and life during the show. So very excited to have you joining us. We are talking about empowering you, capital letters, Y-O-U, empowering you, transforming lives, and 365-day anthology book that will inspire you. It's a 365-day daily inspiration book to support you in this very process of stopping, pausing, giving you a reflection point, and integrating, so that as you connect in and then move forward in your day, you're doing so on purpose and with purpose. And I've discovered life is not a solo journey. And when I've had people and experts walk beside me, it's made the journey so much richer and easier. And that's what this book is designed to do on a daily basis. Walk beside you. So I'm really excited to be bringing it forward. We talked about it in the previous segment. To circle the date, the release date, December 4th on your calendar. We're going to be releasing it and offering it for $1 for the first 24 to 72 hours. That'll be the longest that we offer that. So as you lean in and connect in, I encourage you to mark that date on your calendar, watch for when we release it. And this is giving you a preview and experience of some of the amazing authors. We have over 40 authors that have felt that call in their heart to be part of this project and this journey. And today we're talking with 3 of them. So I'm very excited to introduce them to you and have them share a little bit about who they are, and then we'll get into some of what they have contributed to this amazing book. So the first author I wanted to introduce you to, her name is Denise Hansard. And she is an author and a Southern girl. She describes herself as a Southern girl who loves to tell a story to free people from the past and help them move forward powerfully. She has a master's in counseling, is a certified life coach, and is absolutely passionate about helping you create your future in a purposeful way. Please lean in and warmly welcome the amazing Denise Hansard to the show. Welcome.
Oh, thank you, Rebecca. I just love the way that you can introduce me. You do such a great job.
Aw. Well, thank you, and I celebrate you being here. I'm thrilled. I hope you could feel that whoosh of energy and excitement.
I can. It's wonderful.
Oh, beautiful. And I'd love for you to share why this work is so important to you, why it's so meaningful to you to help people in this way. And you do so much of it through storytelling that sometimes has an unexpected twist.
It does. You know, Rebecca, all of my life, I think I've always been wanting to help people. And then as my life progressed on the journey that we all tend to take within it, it's one of those that it just kind of evolved into becoming that certified life coach. And I absolutely love it. So my philosophy is we have choices, and it's about owning the choice that we make. And that's the one thing that I want people to really walk away with. If they've got one idea, recognize you always have a choice.
Yes, I'm just breathing that in, and I think it's so interesting you're sharing that. So listeners, I don't know what the guests are going to share when they come on, which is beautiful and alive. You're getting to be part of a conversation that is real and happening and authentic and connected. And it's so why I was pausing as you were sharing that, Denise, is I was just interviewed on a show yesterday, and I was talking about that very thing, about we are making choices every single day, whether we recognize it or not or realize it or not. So I just underline what you're saying and love that you're emphasizing that. So powerful. And I'd love for you to share why this project called to you. Why were you leaning into being part of this book?
You know, it's so funny, Rebecca, because you and I know each other, and we've talked for a long time, and we have the same philosophy that when something bubbles up in our heart and we get an idea and we decide that we want it, it's either we move forward with it, doing it all alone, or the great opportunities come to us. And before I got the offer from you to join you in this anthology, I had the idea of, wow, I should just write those daily inspirations and create my own book from there.
Oh,
and then the moment I expressed it to someone, and boom, there you came. And I went, what a great way to do this. And so I asked for it. It came. And I also have my own daily inspiration book that I read, and I love to be able to share that with others because it's important.
It is. Thank you for sharing that. I love that when we share something, we recognize something we're called to do, and then we share it. It's amazing what will come and how things will align and amplify what we're called to do. So I'm so honored that you said yes and leaned in, and I'm excited. This book has been on my heart for about 3 years to do something in this space. And you're right, those anthologies, those daily inspirations, whether it's an anthology or not, but the daily inspirations have made a big difference in my life, and they become part of it. And now we're getting to pay that forward and weave our lives together with others. So thank you for leaning in and saying yes and sharing.
Well, thank you for having the idea and finally coming to fruition.
Thank you. I had to wait for the right timing, and it's here, which is just thrilling. And, listeners, just a little behind the scenes, when we come together, when you bring a collaborative group together of more than 20 people, it's a major undertaking of weaving lives and hearts and schedules together. And so we've been working on this for about a year. So we've been thinking about you, lifting you up, anticipating what is being called forth to bring that forward, to walk beside each of you every single day. And every author that you're going to hear from today and throughout this special series is called to be part of that. And I'm honored to have each of them. They're amazing. Lean in to serve. So Denise, thank you for sharing. Thrilled to have you here today. And our next amazing expert is Mark Edward Pyle, and he has over 40 years of advanced esoteric studies, that experience within him in studies. He has a master level experience in numerology, astrology, and card sciences. He's the founder of, going directly there. He's the founder of Mastered Self Academy, and he's absolutely passionate about helping you live your highest good lifestyle. Please lean in and warmly welcome the amazing Mark Edward Pyle to the show. Welcome.
Thank you, Rebecca. That was such a lovely introduction. I am so honored to be a part of this show and a part of this book project. Thank you much.
You are so welcome. I'm thrilled to have you here, and I have enjoyed your insights and your positive support throughout the journey. Mark, you're such a cheerleader. I love it. And all that you do.
Thank you.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And I'd love for you to share a little bit of what helping people live their highest good lifestyle, what does that mean? And why is that work personally so important to you?
Well, helping people connect with their mastered self, which is your soul, so that you can live your highest good lifestyle. It means being able to rise up above all of the mundane things that catch our attention and grab our energy. The average human, we waste so much energy on things that are outside of ourselves or that we have no control over, that I teach folks how to pull all of that energy back in, how to concentrate and focus in on their mastered self and those highest desires and goals that they have, and to apply that to their daily lives so that they can live the lifestyle that they so richly deserve.
Beautiful. Beautiful. And so thank you for sharing what that means, because I want to make sure we're all on the same page and understanding and that connection to the soul and focusing in on not all that other stuff that we don't have control over, but beautiful and what we do and we can bring forward. I could feel actually as you were sharing, I could feel an increase in energy and pulling kind of coming in as you were sharing. It was really powerful. And I would love for you to share, because I know you're very much led when you say yes to something or you say no to something, you're really tapping in and honoring that. And I would love for you to share why this particular project, why this book called to you and was something you leaned into.
Well, I'm currently working on a 365-day daily vibe that starts on everyone's birthday. Everyone believes, or we've been taught that the new year is January 1st. Well, that's a new calendar year. Everybody's new year starts on your day of birth, and there are 365 days of instruction, of positivity, and of affirmations that go along for each of us each day. I had started working on that, and then I received your email, and it was the same exact thing that I was already working on, so I just knew that this was a project I had to be a part of.
I love that, and I love that perspective that it starts on our birthdays to not only celebrate that, but to remember that and bring that forward, that we get a new year on our birthdays too, not just the calendar year that sometimes we look at. So I love that. Thank you for thank you for leaning in, saying yes, and being part of this project. We love having you in our community and part of this amazing book that is soon to be released, December 4th. I'm just going to keep repeating that date so everybody gets it on their calendar. And then I would love to introduce the amazing Kathleen Sims, a dear friend of mine, and she is dedicated to spreading love one heart and life at a time. She's the co-founder of the Center for Conscious Living, a best-selling author, number one best-selling author, multiple times over. And she is passionate about supporting people around healing and love. And she's been doing this for over 30 years. She wants to help you live on purpose and attract and keep powerful, authentic love in your life. Please lean in and warmly welcome the amazing Kathleen Sims. Welcome.
Rebecca, I just love how you do that. When you do that, I always think, who are you talking about? It's so funny. None of us are used to somebody talking about us like that. It's such a gift.
Oh, well, I'm glad. I celebrate you being here. And I think here's an extra credit bonus opportunity. Why don't we all today introduce someone like that? Wouldn't that be fun? Or call them up
I love
and share.
That's such a great idea. I love it.
And we could even reach out and share on the phone, hey, there's this amazing person in my life, and share some of what that person that you're talking to on the phone has brought to your life and make it grand and celebrate them. Let's spread that. So that's our assignment today, everybody.
I love it. I'm taking that on.
I love it. We have these opportunities every day. So thank you for letting us celebrate you and welcome you. Thrilled to have you in my life.
Absolutely. I'm thrilled to be here.
And in this book, and I'd love for you to share a little bit about why the work that you do is personally so important to you.
The work that I do and have been doing for 30 years came out of the dark night of the soul, which I'm sure that happens to a lot of people, like 35 years ago or something like that. And I was in it for about a year, and I, at the end of it, actually had an enlightenment experience of seeing the entire picture of how the universe works and where I fit into the tapestry of that, and what I needed to bring forward in order to be a full-fledged participating member in that picture, and brought forward my purpose and so forth. And out of that, I started teaching others how to do that as well. So it came from a very deep breakthrough experience that I had that has, continued to be with me and engage within me for over 30 years.
Thank you for sharing that. There was that moment, that deep, powerful breakthrough and vision. It sounds like that you were given, and you have been dedicated for over 30 years now of bringing that forward and helping others see that and supporting them in doing it so beautifully and lovingly. And I believe you're also, like Denise, just a really gifted storyteller as well. It goes right to the heart. Both of you are really, really gifted in that. And I would love to have you take a moment and share why this book called to you.
Thank you for inviting me to participate. And I have been, as you've said, in other anthologies. However, there's something really special about this particular one. It's different than anything I've participated in, having it be affirmations and that people will have it in their hand, read it, meditate on it every day. So it's like in my heart being with a multitude of people that I don't even know, sharing my heart daily and others that authored the book with me. Like we are a network daily, reaching out as far as possible. So I channeled, I think 25 years ago, I channeled some universal principles and on my own spiritual path, and they made such a difference in my experience of living. And when I hold them within myself, it's like the substance at the foundation of my soul, my day, my work, all of the above. So to be able, I've always wanted them to be in print. So I brought them forward, updated them to the now, and felt so honored to be able to get them in print out to the world.
Thank you for sharing, and what a rich gift to bring forward and share out in this book. And something that's been interesting to me, and I think I've shared this with all of you behind the scenes, all of our authors, this book has its own heartbeat, its own rhythm, and it is birthing and coming forward. And I know it's for such a time as this. And every author, as you're hearing, has been called. There's been an alignment to be in it, and we're all coming together. So it's been such an amazing honor to lead the project and bring this together and watch all of the wisdom and heart messages and encouragement weave together into this beautiful tapestry, to this beautiful book to support people on a daily basis. And Kathleen, thank you for being one of our amazing authors and sharing that deep wisdom and as part of our book, letting us bring it forward.
Yeah, you're welcome, and thank you.
Absolutely. Well, listeners, it's that time. We're getting ready to go to our next commercial break, which means 2 minutes just for you. This is an opportunity to stop, pause, breathe, and integrate what's being spoken into your heart and spirit, what's been touched, as we've taken time to explore a little bit about what has called people forth in this book and some of the work that they're doing. And when we come back, we're going to give you some previews of what you can look forward to in this book. And with that, we'll look forward to talking to you in just 2 minutes.
Think you've seen everything there is to see in online television? Let us surprise you. Visit voiceamerica.tv today for sports, health, business, and more on demand 24/7.
Rebecca Hall Gruyter's Speaker Talent Search is looking for speakers wanting to get on more stages. With just one audition, you could open the doors to hundreds of speaking opportunities, reach more people, and expand your impact. Finalists get to audition live in front of leaders looking to fill all kinds of speaking opportunities. Apply now at SpeakerTalentSearch.com. That's SpeakerTalentSearch.com. We look forward to hearing your message.
Sustainable success is just around the corner. If you are an entrepreneur, business leader, or anybody looking for their next level of success, tune into Sustainable Success with host Chris Salem. Did you know that the path to success is a long path that started many years ago? The path you started on then determines what is happening now. Chris and his amazing guests in their field will help you navigate the path to sustainable success every Thursday at 12 noon Eastern Time and 9 a.m. Pacific on the Voice America Influencers Channel.
Announcing a powerful new TV channel featuring programs designed to enhance and transform your life. Make powerful connections, one program at a time. And by doing so, we can bring transformation to the world. Tune in each week to Empowered Connections TV as we add new programs to help you make empowered connections of your own. Visit EmpoweredConnectionsTV.com. That's EmpoweredConnectionsTV.com. and make the most of an incredible life transformation.
Tune in to the Voice America Variety channel on the Voice America Talk Radio Network. Voice America Variety broadcasts a diverse array of topics, reaching a global community. Our experts come from all walks of life, and the topics they discuss are everything from current events, arts and entertainment, leadership, parenting, relationships, self-improvement, career advice, and a variety of other topics. Check us out today. You're sure to find something of interest. Voice America Variety. Talk on today's hot topics.
Hear the stories. Be motivated. Be inspired. Join us today. Voice America Influencers.
You're listening to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter. If you have a question or comment for Rebecca or her guest, we'd love to hear from you. Please call into the program at 1-866-472-5795. That's 1-866-472-5795. You may also send an email to Rebecca at yourpurposedrivenpractice.com. Now back to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed those 2 minutes and gave yourself the opportunity to stop, pause, breathe, and integrate, really receiving everything that is here for you today. We've been talking with our amazing authors from our upcoming book, soon to be released on December 4th, called Empowering You, Transforming Lives. And it's a 365 daily inspiration book that we have lovingly prepared a different reflection point or inspiration or affirmation for each and every day of the year to support you, to encourage you, to walk beside you in your life. So we're thrilled that it is coming forward. It'll be released on December 4th. And today we're talking with 3 of our authors that have leaned in and become part of this amazing project. And what we're going to do in this next section is we're going to pull back the curtain and share a little bit of what you can look forward to in this book. We want to give you a little bit of a feel and hope that what is shared will be of support and encouragement to you. And we'd love, if it resonates with you, to have you remember December 4th, put it on your calendar, and you'll be able to lean in and get your own copy for just $1. So let's go around the room. I'm going to have each of our amazing authors. We're going to start with Mark. Mark, if you could share something that they can look forward to in the inspiration that you shared. If there's one that stands out to you, I'd love for you to give us a little bit of a feel of what they can look forward to. And I'd love for you to share with that what you hope for their reading this book, what your desire for that reader is, that they're able to take and carry with them in their life.
Thank you, Rebecca. I will. I was blessed to be able to write 8 inspirations, and I would like to share my inspiration from September. Belief plus action equals manifestation. Invest in yourself, believe, and inject ambition, action, and you will achieve your desired results, manifestation. What we find and what I want folks to, that's just a piece of it. You have to buy the book to get the whole inspiration out, but that's the initial thrust of the inspiration. And what this inspiration and the other 7 that I wrote, what they are filled with precise points of emphasis that each one of us can take during our daily comings and goings, and it elevates us up above the mundane things that seem to trap us or bite at us or pull us down back into negativity, back into emotional responses, back into anxiety. And it focuses our attention on the things that we do have and the things that we're going for that are going to serve our highest good. It's my sincere intention that everyone who reads not only my inspirations, but the entire book of inspirations receives the tools and the processes necessary for them to equip themselves and raise their standard of living up to levels that they deserve.
Beautiful. Listeners, take that in. Breathe that in. And so it is. When we come together, when two or more of us come together and we lift up intentions together, we lift up desires, we weave our energy and our support together, that multiplies the effect and it carries it forward. And so as we all connect in, listeners, authors, and you hear our heart's desire for each of you and those who do feel called to lean into this book, I want you to feel it, not just hear it, but feel it on a heart and soul level, because that's where it's coming from, and it is our desire to support and walk beside you. So, Mark, thank you for leading the conversation in that so beautifully and powerfully.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
You're so welcome.
So, Kathleen, I'd love for you to share a little bit of, you touched on it a little bit in our previous segment, about some of what you were led to bring forward and share in this book. I'd love for you to expand on that a little bit. And then your desire for the reader and for the listener today even. What is it that you hope they carry forth? And we'd love a little preview of what we can look forward to in your sections.
What comes to mind is the word vibration in consciousness. And all of these affirmations that we've all written are so uplifting. They really are, they up-level or upgrade our vibration of consciousness. And if you give thought to taking that out into the world and extending it, that's very exciting. I'd like to read a couple lines from one of the affirmations here. You are a duplication and you multiply source. You're made in the image of God, and your function is to allow the essence and will of God to duplicate itself in the world through you. The yearning you have felt is your divinity wanting to experience itself. Thus, the image of God is expressed and multiplied through you with others, extending light into the world. So I think of that, if I can come from my heart, source, and soul and extend that into the world, connecting with others, that multiplies that vibration.
Yes.
That, to me, gives me hope for the world.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you. And so is that part of the hope that you have for the reader and for all of us today around vibration, that we're willing to add our vibration to that and our gifts and echo them out? I'd love for you to share in your words what your heart call is in that.
Yes, absolutely. Back to the word vibration, and to feel yourself in your internal world, imagining what the vibration is and making a choice. Several of you have mentioned the word, how important choice is in present time. Making a choice to actually upgrade by request. We can request this of Spirit or Source to upgrade our vibration and allow us to share it out into the world. And each and every one of us can make a choice in every moment to do that.
I love that. So make the choice to upgrade our vibration. Beautiful. And how we're echoing it out in the world. Thank you. Denise, I would love for you to share a little bit of what they can look forward to in your beautiful inspirations and your hope for the reader and for our listener today.
Thank you, Rebecca. Well, I'm going to tease them with just the titles of the 8 chapters, or some of the 8 chapters that I was able to write and blessed with. Let Go My Ego, Plan B, Thunderstorms, Dear Stress, Less Breakup. Those are just a few of the chapters that I was able to write for. And there was one in particular that's kind of appropriate for this upcoming year called Do You Believe? And it's that belief in an elderly man dressed up in a red suit traveling around the world, and having the belief in something like that as children, where we're wide-eyed, just totally believing in the possibilities of life. And how do you take that forth for yourself? Believing in all of your gifts. So for me, in being able to give this gift to everyone, what I understand is this, is that when we set our intention for the day, as we begin our day, and our thoughts that we have, the practices we put into place, we begin to set the journey of our life.
Yes.
And we move forward in the most positive of ways.
Beautiful. And that, to me, one day at a time, one choice at a time. Ah, so beautiful. Thank you. And I love the titles you you chose to share. Gives everyone a taste
stories
and a flavor. Exactly. Beautiful. So thank you for sharing. I appreciate it. And listeners, we're getting ready to go to our next commercial break, and I'd love for you to take these 2 minutes, and use them on purpose. Purposely stop, pause, breathe, and integrate what is being spoken into your heart and into your spirit. And with that, we'll be back in 2 minutes.
Follow us on Twitter at VoiceAmericaTRN. Get the lowdown on guests, new shows, and your favorites. That's VoiceAmericaTRN. Announcing a powerful new TV channel featuring programs designed to enhance and transform your life. Make powerful connections, one program at a time. And by doing so, we can bring transformation to the world. Tune in each week to Empowered Connections TV as we add new programs to help you make empowered connections of your own. Visit empoweredconnectionstv.com. That's empoweredconnectionstv.com. And make the most of an incredible life transformation.
There's a new force to be reckoned with in talk radio. It's Not Just Talk Radio, hosted by LaTanya Jr. and co-hosts Tina Wynn and Tony Brown. Not Just Talk Radio is like a superhero, inspiring, problem-solving, and informing, packed with action-provoking conversations from news, movements, and social and politics issues. This program is about a wide range of voices and fresh points of view from experts, celebrities, and you, the listener. Not Just Talk Radio is broadcast live Wednesdays at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Pacific on the Voice America Influencers Channel.
Rebecca Hall Gruyter's Speaker Talent Search is looking for speakers wanting to get on more stages. With just one audition, you could open the doors to hundreds of speaking opportunities, reach more people, and expand your impact. Finalists get to audition live in front of leaders looking to fill all kinds of speaking opportunities. Apply now at SpeakerTalentSearch.com. That's SpeakerTalentSearch.com. We look forward to hearing your message.
Hear the stories. Be motivated. Be inspired. Join us today. Voice America Influencers.
You're listening to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter. If you have a question or comment for Rebecca or her guest, we'd love to hear from you. Please call into the program at 1-866-472-5795. That's 1-866-472-5795. You may also send an email to Rebecca at yourpurposedrivenpractice.com. Now back to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed those 2 minutes. It has been such a joy and a privilege to connect in with all of you today. It is just an honor, and I feel like a sacred space that we get to create together when we connect in heart to heart and spend some time together. So I want to thank you for leaning in and being part of and joining the conversation. We've been talking about empowering you, transforming lives. We have our anthology, which is a 365 daily inspiration book that will be released on December 4th. And we're excited to have time with a number of our authors today that they have carved out to share with us, to bring their hearts, their spirits, and give you a little sneak preview of what you can look forward to in the book. And one of the things I was thinking about is those commercials were playing, and I was stopping, pausing, and breathing, and the intro comes back and reminding us that we're on the Influencers channel. And every time I hear that, I want to remind all of us, and every time you hear it, you are part of that. Each and every person on the show, each and every person tuning in and listening, we all have an opportunity to step forward in our influence. And whether we know it or not, we are influencing each other. We are impacting each other. And I want us to do that in a mindful and purposeful way, that we're choosing to bring forward and bring the influence forward in those areas that matter most to us. And that's something I feel like every author that has been sharing with us today, they echo that and live that. And that's their desire, is to help you live on purpose and with great purpose. And I asked them if they would each be willing to share just a quick tip, piece of advice, something as you're going back out into the world that they wanted to give you or remind you or encourage you with. So we're going to go around the room. They're just going to be quick shares, but I want everyone present and receiving. With that, I would love to start with Kathleen. What's on your heart?
I was thinking about the idea that what we're left with, like if we have an exchange with another person and we leave them, say goodbye and leave, what we're left with is whatever we felt last. So we could be talking to someone for an hour. What we're left with is what we felt last. So in terms of a tip, I really want to reiterate what you said earlier, Rebecca, and that is these affirmations. I imagine people using them morning and evening, and breathe them in and feel them in your body. They have more power in feeling them in your body than thinking them as concepts. Getting it through, integrating to our whole system, and then going out and in the world from that feeling that has much more power and influences others.
Thank you.
In that vibration.
And being mindful of that last kind of touch point, that last feeling is what we're leaving them with. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Mark, how about you?
Well, my first tip is for all of the listeners to mark the date and run out and buy the book as soon as it gets published. But on a serious note, as we go and come through our day, and as you get up in your mornings and do whatever spiritual rituals you do to get yourself ready to head out into the world, I want each of us to be mindful of these three things. As you start your day, I want each of us to pick 7 people to be gracious to. I want each of us to think about 7 people that we're grateful for in our lives. And then I want us each to feel 7 positive things about your life that are going on currently. If we practice that each and every day, we will be able to start happening to life instead of life happening to us.
Oh, I like that. Will happen to life. Wonderful. Thank you, Mark. Thank you for sharing. And Denise?
Real quick and simple. Everything in life is a choice, and one choice can change your life.
Beautiful. So choose wisely, everybody. I love that. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And listeners, I want to encourage you to, there's a couple of things we talked about. One, go out and reach out to somebody today and introduce them grandly to themselves. Let them know some amazing things about themselves. And really remember that each and every one of you are a gift. You are beautifully and wonderfully made on purpose and for a purpose. And I believe for such a time as now. And I want to encourage you to allow us to walk beside you and be willing to walk beside others. It is not a solo journey. So wherever you go, whatever you do, may you choose to bloom where you are planted and shine the gift of who you are out in the world. Take care, everyone. We'll talk to you next time.
Thank you for joining us this week for Empowering Women, Transforming Lives. Please tune in again for another edition with your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter, next Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 a.m. Pacific, on the Voice America Influencers channel. And join us for a replay of the show every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 2 p.m. Pacific, on the Voice America Empowerment channel. Have a beautiful week, and may you always bloom where you're planted and shine.